Welcome to the Off Nerd Podcast. I'm your main host, Kyle, along with my co-host, Andrew.
Hello.
Can you say that one more time, Andrew? I'm going to see if that picked you up or not.
Hello.
Sweet. It picked you up.
Hello.
We were having some technical difficulties last week with Greg, with that mic and my mic.
That sounds like a Greg problem.
Yeah, it definitely was a Greg problem. It wasn't severe. After listening to it and editing, it wasn't too bad, but there was spottiness. So, it's been 2 weeks.
It has been a 2 weeks, all right. I had in one of my rare showcases here, I have pulled a Kyle, and I have not played very many games. I have played one game I can talk about, and then I've also played Xenoblade, which you just started, right? You just began it.
Yeah, no.
What?
I beat it this morning.
What?
Actually, I beat it a couple of hours before I came to the show today. I will tell you, the last boss fight, with cutscenes added, took a little under 2.5 hours.
Kojima. It's a Kojima.
Yes.
It's a code Kojima.
The cutscenes are actually relatively short. It's a lot
of them?
Just the boss fight takes forever.
So I noticed that in the move to chapter 3, when you're fighting the first Mobius dude, it's like you fight him, cutscene, fight him, cutscene, fight him.
That's exactly what happens. So the things I want to talk about majorly with that game, Xenoblade 3, is number one, it is still buggy.
Well, yes, it is. There hasn't been a patch since release, has there?
Yeah, I hit a couple bugs. I hit a bug where I cannot complete 5 different side quests.
You just can't.
I can't.
What's the matter?
2 of the side quests require you to have the very last hero.
Okay, so you need a hero.
You can't get that hero unless you complete very specific side quests
that need the hero
to be able to activate the hero side quest.
Okay,
I did majority of the side. I did all the side quests I could as I could find them, but apparently 2 of them never unlocked.
2 side quests?
Yeah, 2 side quests never unlocked while I was playing.
Is that a bug, or is that like you made a bad decision somewhere? Did you do something like out of sequence?
I don't know, because all of a sudden it says like, oh, you unlocked the, like, I read through the, like, a wiki of it and like the different resources.
Yeah. And
it says after you do the one part, the other 2 just open up, but they never opened up. So I don't know if it's because maybe I adventured all the map and it messed up the sequencing, like, you know,
or it's just a bug.
Yeah, you know how there's some games like if you sequence break, it'll.
Yeah. I don't know how you would really sequence break Xenoblade, but
I finagled my way around the map sometimes.
Is there a hero that lets you use the zip lines? Is that why I can't use the zip line?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You should be getting to that relatively soon.
I hope so. I haven't found another hero yet. I've been doing all these side quests, and I haven't gotten another hero yet. I'm still with Valdi.
Wow, you were
not
great at this.
Apparently not. I've been doing tons of.
Have you gone
quests.
back to the original map? Back at the
No, I haven't.
That's where most of them are.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm in Fornus still.
Yeah, go back just for fun. Travel back after you beat Colony 4. They give you the next hero side quest, which is going back to Colony 9.
Why didn't I get the Colony? Wait, is Colony 9 Ethel?
No.
Okay, Colony 9 is the original. Colony 4 is Ethel. Okay,
yes.
All right. Okay, so I got to go back. I didn't even think of going back.
Yeah. So as I was looking, because I was like, I have all the heroes except for the last one, and I always thought it was the Levelist that Valdi's working on.
Yeah,
it's not.
Okay,
it's a completely different character. But I can't access this character.
Is it a Nopon?
No, it's human.
So it's an interesting character.
Yeah, it's human. But I can't access her.
Okay. Spoilers.
Ooh. So I'm a little frustrated. So I got frustrated and just beat the game.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah. So, but because I couldn't get her, I couldn't unlock the master equipment side quests. I could not unlock the rest of the heroes upgrades.
Okay.
So I only have 4.
Okay.
No, 3. I have Mio's upgraded, Noah's upgraded, and what is the medic chick's name?
Uni. You played this game for 83 hours, and
I keep ignoring her because she's not the best character.
There are only 6 characters.
There's technically 8. And there's all the heroes play a role near the end, so they all show up and they actually like they have character development for no reason. Like they appear like they had. It's weird. That is the only thing I'm saying is like all the heroes show up at the end, like they had some kind of relevance throughout the story, other than being like plot devices to get better classes.
Yeah,
it's really weird. But I was like, whatever, I'll go with it.
There's like 20 heroes, isn't there?
Yes, and 2 secret ones that I also unlocked.
Oh. How secret are they?
You have to beat the game first.
Wait, you have to beat the game?
You have to beat the game first to unlock the 2 secret heroes.
I don't like that.
I don't either, because especially with a narrative-based game where
that doesn't make any sense. Why do I want to keep playing?
Yeah, where the ending doesn't... The ending completely...
Is the ending final?
Yes. Okay. It's a final-based ending where what happens is that's it. There shouldn't be any content afterwards because that's it. But...
Does it just kick you back?
I don't know.
You don't know? There's just no time period given for when you can replay?
I have to recheck because I just kind of popped it on for a second and wasn't paying attention, turned it off because I had to get ready for the show. So I'm actually going to go play through, but they're automatically pretty much unlocked. You just got to go talk to them once you...
So, that raises a question. If it's a final ending, why are you still playing?
I don't know.
Like, why? What's the justification in the game? Is it just like an old save before the ending occurs?
I don't know. I'm actually going to find out for sure.
You better find out.
But the one thing I wanted to tell you... Pseudo spoilers. As I said it to you last week, we talked about this. Are you about
to tell me the game's not good and I shouldn't play it?
No, it is. It's actually... it's really good. It gets a little anime-y.
Oh, no.
Not severe. Not.
It better not be.
It doesn't get
Xenoblade.
Yeah, doesn't get Xenoblade 2 levels. But there is a replacement for Ethel.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I don't want to hear that.
It's funny. And also the weird cosmetic change I texted you about.
Yeah.
I thought I was hallucinating it. But no, when you put Mio in Ethel's costume, she physically changes.
Well, I'm going to have to guess that Ethel's costume isn't a skin, it's a model swap. So they just stick Ethel's model on Mio.
No, it's not like that drastic of a change.
Oh, it's just a slight change?
It goes from like...
How did you notice it, Kyle? How did you notice it?
Because it went from an A to about a C, which is quite noticeable for a character.
Still passing grades.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was just really I was like, why does this look really different? I was like, what happened I was like, are these characters just aging as the game goes? And I was like, this is really clever. And I'm like giving them like shout outs in my head, like, hey, they're, as they're going through months, these characters are getting older because they only live 10 years. So I was like, oh, they're aging and they're...
Yeah, don't give them that credit.
No,
yeah.
I should never even thought about giving them that credit because they are liars.
Do not give them that credit.
So 2 weeks ago, I said, when we were talking about the world, and I said, it just shows elements of 1 and 2. Yeah. And I said, is it just like that fog that's, destroying things and warping stuff out of reality? Was it just that's what happened to the worlds and they were just sections were getting warped together and this world's a composite? Yeah. Kind of.
I really thought you were going to be like, yeah.
Yes, it is, but not in that sense. It's not because of the warping thing.
Oh, okay. It's
a whole different reason. I think it's quite clever.
Okay.
It'll be...
Is it just all those angry old men with weird names?
Yeah, and there are the alphabet.
What, the
Mobius guys are the alphabet.
Okay, that makes sense.
I finished that. I beat almost all of them.
Some of them appear in side quests, don't they?
Yeah, the ones that are the last 2, I think, or 3 are that are in side quests I couldn't beat because I can't.
Kyle, can you finally answer how many of them there are?
26. So that's, and there's a lot of chapters 6 through 7 is super short, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
It's long cutscene,
boss fight,
cutscene, boss fight, one travel location, chapter 7.
All right. Yeah, there were a lot of chapters in 2 like that.
Yeah.
That it was just like a boss fight, a cutscene, new chapter.
Yes.
How many chapters are there in 3? 9?
Nope, 7.
Oh, just 7. Okay.
They says they're 8, so I'm assuming the after game content's the 8th chapter, like they did with Final Fantasy 9, where after you beat the main boss, you found out there's like a secret hidden boss that was kind of controlling him on the side.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that. I'm actually going to fully look into it. It just... I love being right about so many things. But I will say there is some things they did right with that kind of threw me off. Not much.
Was there anything you really disliked? Aside from the not puns, that's just a given. Everyone dislikes
the absolute ending. I hated.
Okay.
It was still good.
Yeah.
But if it was a low point of the game, that was it.
Huh. Okay.
Because they built up certain things.
Yeah.
For them to just kind of go away.
So what you're telling me is the entire game is downhill from where I'm at.
No, it actually goes up and then it just hits that really high peak and it's a nice ending. And then just the ending part just kind of...
Oh, is the very ending the part where they go anime? Where they're like,
yes.
Noah Chan.
Kind of, yes. And that's not even what ruined it. I just...
Oh, is it like they're just... Everyone turns into a giant mech and fights?
No. It's kind of...
And then they turn into like the Megazord?
No, I wish. That would have made the game so much better. It's that... I'm trying to put it away.
Words.
They build up emphasis on what was going on and how they were gonna...
They started talking about things, but then the things...
I know, it's hard to... I'm trying to explain to you without spoiling it too much.
Did they built something up that they didn't pay off on? Or the payoff was just bad?
I think the payoff was bad. The payoff was bad. How they paid it off and how they resolved the end situation, I didn't think it was as good as it should have been. But the reveal from that, how they ended it, was really good.
Okay.
That goes further into what I said about 2 weeks ago about the world, how the world was two different worlds thing.
So I have a question for you. The 10-year thing. You said yes and no, kinda, before we started this. Was I right in that the 10-year thing, they don't just die at 10 years?
No, they do die at 10 years.
They do just flat out die.
They die. They're like clones with accelerated aging. After a certain time, they just die.
Wait, they're clones?
More or less.
So,
but
there's another Noah somewhere in the world? Kyle, did you just spoil this for me?
No, because if you're on chapter 3, you already saw that character.
What character?
The golden Mobius guy. He was like right there at the end of chapter 2 or start of chapter 3.
You mean the blue guy? He's not gold, he's blue.
No, he's gold. He's gold. His armor's gold with an X across his chest.
No, I've not seen a gold Mobius
then
guy.
you're about to see him.
There's a blue glowing dude in the Mobius theater that was like, ugh, this sucks.
Yeah, the one who was talking to him, they hated. He's actually golden. His hair's blue and everything else is about like his accent color.
Skin was blue.
No, Zed's skin is blue, but the guy in the armor that he was talking to when he was talking to the main bad guy, and he's like, "This is stupid. I don't know why they're doing this. Why are they toying with the mask? The one you actually saw him, so you did see him. So I'm not.
I guess.
Yeah, his character.
Is that the original Mobius guy you fight?
No.
Okay, the guy that's very British. You what, mate?
Right? Oh my god, so British. Everyone's so British. And a lot of the speaking of which, about chapter 4 and 5, they drop everybody that's British and start just pushing hard for Welsh, Irish, and Scottish. Super hard.
Apparently, that's where Brexit happened.
And then the last chapter, almost everybody's Australian.
It's weird.
It's like the next couple main characters you meet in the last couple chapters are straight Australian.
I can't do Australian. I can't even.
It's gonna be great. I hope you enjoy.
I mean, I do appreciate the fact that there are no there were no Americans in 2.
Yeah.
And there were so far been no Americans in 3. Well, 1 had American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. Wait, they were all British too.
They were all British?
Yes.
Why do I think someone was American in
there? I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Ricky was the closest one to being.
Fair. But I appreciate that America just does not exist at all as an accent type in this realm.
So,
which is weird because in 3 there's all those colonies everywhere.
Right. Actually,
the British part makes sense with that.
And I think that what the funny thing is, I think there's only 13.
13 colonies?
Yeah. Like you can find only 13 to interact with, which makes it even better.
This is weird. Like, this is so weird.
Yeah, just to really point that out there.
All right.
But
one thing I greatly appreciated is all the side quests are pretty meaty. And
yes. The hero side quests are.
The general side quests are
okay.
meaty too.
Because I'm
going to point out that in Xenoblade 2, most of the side quests were like, go pick up 3 dogs.
Fair enough. You're right.
Like, now, that's all in those little collectible cards that you can do.
Okay, yeah.
They took all those trash side quests, put them into the collectible cards, and the actual side quests have you doing something that isn't go pick 5 carrots.
I mean, there's still 1 or 2 of those around, but they're not as severe.
They're not as blatant.
So, yeah. So I couldn't unlock the master weapons. I could because of the.
You can get the master sword,
more or less.
Dun, 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 dun.
So,
it's the wrong song, by the way.
I know. That was Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, that was Final Fantasy 7.
So I've been a little disappointed in that part that I couldn't finish the heroes. I couldn't get all the upgrades just because of that one. And I don't know if it's just because I blazed through chapter 3 and 4 fairly fast and it just kind of messed up the sequencing or not.
So that's got to be hard for you, Kyle, with those master weapons just dangling there like bait.
Yeah, since I have 90% of the quest done to get all of them.
Yep, that just dangling bait.
Yeah, I hate it.
The master weapons.
So when I go through again, when I go to the after game stuff, I'm hoping all of a sudden it just gets me enough that I can just do it. So I can say I'm done with it. But it's going to be kind of fruitless since I already beat the game.
It's fair.
Yeah, I was capped at 80. Level up 80.
Is that what the cap is?
It's not the cap, but that's where I stopped.
Is it infinite?
I don't know.
All right.
I've seen bosses at a level 110, so...
Okay, I would guess the answer to that is no. It is not infinite, but it probably goes up to...
150, I'd say.
I don't know. I don't know if they do the thing where like the final stuff is higher than you can get, like some MMOs do.
I don't know. Let's check out level cap for this game.
The riveting on-air Google action.
Right. So I'm going to ask you a question right now.
Uh-oh.
The thing I've been toying around with...
Is this game related?
There is no actual level cap, I guess.
Oh, cool.
Wait. It's up there for debate, and this is not a very reliable site, so I'm not gonna keep wasting the show's time searching it. But the thing I said I was right about with the yes and no, the worlds thing.
Yeah.
Would you like me to talk about that? It's not like a super big spoiler.
There were 2 worlds and they combined?
Yes.
Okay.
Which we kind of figured out already from some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they combined.
Is that what you wanted to discuss right there?
Pretty much. I wanted to discuss
Kyle,
it more.
Fill that airspace.
I wanted to discuss it in more detail, but as I'm thinking about it, I'm afraid it'll spoil a lot for you.
Give me some time. I have a free weekend. I can get some hours in, and then I should be able to come back and be like, I'm glad you didn't spoil that, Kyle. Or, that was stupid. Why didn't you spoil that, Kyle?
Yes. Well, you gotta... Well, how many hours you got into this game? I don't think 80.
10. I think I have...
Yeah, you have about 60 more hours worth of stuff to go to even be remotely caught up.
I play games pretty fast, though, I'm going to point out.
Yeah, well...
I 100% at Elden Ring in 60 hours.
Okay, we'll see how this goes for you.
I mean, Elden Ring's that's a game.
Yes.
That's a beast of a game.
So, I don't know. I'm really happy with it. They made more nods to Xenoblade 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
And I really...
Is Rex and Shulk, are they in it? There's a pause here. That tells me everything.
Kinda.
They're kinda in it.
Yes.
Okay. I know the Monato's not in it because you can get the Monato as an amiibo skin.
Yes, you can. And it is also in the game.
What?
It's in there.
Is that just Noah's sword? Is that the Monato? Just reconfigured? Okay.
No, it's definitely not that.
Okay, all right. Because I like how they, so far in the game, they're like, how'd you get that special sword?
This pawn, not pawn gave it to me.
Yeah, like, then I configured it.
Oh, I will tell you one thing that's dumb and that was a little more disappointing than the very final ending was near the ending, like the cutscene beforehand.
Yeah.
Since you said no about his special sword, he takes his sword and throws it off a cliff to symbolize something. I don't know what he was trying to symbolize there because I don't get it, because on top of it, their blades materialize from their being. So him throwing away did nothing.
It's like trying to throw away a yo-yo while you have it attached.
Yeah.
It's like, get away from me. No.
He just went, yeah, and threw it off the cliff. And I'm like, doesn't he just materialize that from his being? Like his thoughts? So throwing away doesn't make it go away.
It's obviously symbolism. And the symbolism is, I'm now without my sword.
That's stupid. And that's also another reason why the after game content doesn't make sense.
Does he have a sword after that cutscene, though?
No.
Seriously?
He never summons it again. Because it's the next to the last cutscene. So
okay.
Do you see where, like...
Yeah, that's weird.
Some of this falls apart.
Yeah. That is very odd.
I guess everything involving the main characters falls apart. I think that's what I don't like about the endings. It kind of pushes them all to the wayside and really...
Look, as long as Lance finally comes out as very gay, that's all I need.
They didn't not make him gay.
You could rephrase that.
Yeah. They didn't... I was going to say, Lance is the only one that really didn't develop a relationship out of the whole game.
Okay. I know he's like bros with the short...
yeah, and that's how they stay. That's how they stay.
Just bros?
Okay. They're just bros. Right. I don't know if there was a pseudo, like, romantic thing under there.
Bro job.
Yeah, like, I don't know if there was I think they were trying to just handle it as a bro situation, but kind of put some...
I mean, Lance has the personality of a rock, so that kind of fits.
Yeah. So that's fine.
You know very well that if steroids exist in that world, Lance is doing all of them.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. Some of these parts of the game I'm going to talk to you about after.
Yeah, I have time. I got to put into it. I use this excuse that, I've been busy.
Yes, what an excuse.
Yeah, I know. What an excuse. I have gotten, like I said, I got a little bit of time with Xenoblade, and I've been really enjoying my time with it. I like running around, collecting all the little things, killing anything that tries to touch me.
Cheetah's super happy that I'm done with it.
Yeah, she didn't like it, right?
She doesn't have to hear it no more.
Okay, that is one thing that even Tristan brought up was how often they say the dumbest things over and over again. And that I was like, that's the same that they did in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I didn't see a menu option to turn that off. Is there an option?
Nope. The best you can do is turn it to Japanese.
I guess that's fair. You don't have to hear the dumb sayings every single time. Like, boy, are they obnoxious.
Yes.
They are grating.
I don't know. I liked it. I'd say it's a...
What would you give it a 10
8 or 9.
8 or 9?
8 or 9.
What about out of 5?
Probably a solid 4.
Okay, what about on a letter grade?
B+.
Now average all three of those.
A B.2.
A B.2. All right, I'll accept that.
So,
did you like it more than 1 and 2? All right. Did you like it more than 2?
Yes.
Come on, this is low hanging.
I liked it more than 2. It had the same feel about 1.
Okay, so on par with 1.
On par.
Or did you like yourself some Shulk more?
I will actually honestly say,
are you a Dunban man?
Yeah, I love Dunban. Dunban was awesome. He was awesome. Come on, he was an awesome character.
Yeah, he was good.
And the twist with what's his face? What's his partner's name? The old guy that looks like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought he was just Hulk Hogan.
He looks like Hulk Hogan.
He does. He looks
very British Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He was also my favorite because he just had a giant shotgun rifle on with a sword for a handle.
So me going through, like I said, I'm only 10 hours in, so I haven't seen anything. Is there an actual city in the game?
Yes, called the city.
Okay. I just want to make sure. That's one of the things I've been missing from.
You get a lot more with that. You get the city. Mm-hmm. That's a little more. That's definitely the city of the game. Okay. There's some other.
The colonies just didn't replace like the nice cities that were in 2. I liked the cities.
You will see a set of colonies right outside the castle at some point when you get there.
Okay, which castle? There's 2 castles, isn't there?
There's Kevis and Agnes.
Agnes.
I
have not played this game for 80 hours, and I still get these right.
Yes. The Agnes Castle.
Okay, all right. Yeah, there is 2 castles.
Yes.
Okay.
That one has a city-esque place around it.
Okay. Do you get to go in the castles?
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool. Are they actual castles?
Yes.
Okay.
One's a little more spread out than the other.
Okay.
The first castle you get to explore a lot more. The second castle is just kind of a
narrative thing.
Yeah, just like a
linear progression.
Yeah, very linear progression. Well, they're both kind of linear, but one's a little more just explorable than the other.
Slightly more open.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's definitely more open than the other. The other one's just kind of like
walk down
2 cutscenes. Yeah, walk down the hallway, 2 cutscenes. You're pretty much done.
Is there boss fights in them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's at least a boss fight. All right.
I will say though, as a whole, what games did I play this year? This and Resident Evil didn't come out this year, did it?
No, it did not.
That's a bad omen for the year.
So every real major game aside from Elden Ring got pushed out of the year because of COVID, staffing issues, a variety.
What other games came out this year?
Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring is the only one people are going to remember.
But what else did I play? There was something else I played this year.
Shark Dating Simulator?
No, that's... I can't remember.
You can go online and listen to the Alpha Nerd podcast recording history and find out what Kyle has played.
Yeah, right? I will have to really figure... Like, it's really blowing my mind. I can't. I swore there was something I played through before the start.
I do remember you crowing about having completed a game, which is a big deal for you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what it was.
Right?
Why can't I remember that? Oh my gosh.
Right?
I'm getting old, Kyle.
Yeah, we are.
I'm getting old. But I played Elden Ring. I know I played Elden Ring.
I know you played Elden Ring.
Or did I just convince myself I played Elden Ring?
So, other things that are going on. Upcoming stuff.
What upcoming stuff?
Right?
What's even coming out?
I'm not going to touch Digimon Survive now.
You mentioned that last time.
Yeah, I was leaning on no. I'm just no.
You don't want a visual novel with Digimon in it?
No, and
it's a shame.
It's just it's pitiful.
So have you seen Vampire Survivors?
Mm.
That game, I hear about that game from everyone in existence. It is a game made by one guy, and all it is, you just play a hero that you pick. You fight tons of... I don't even think they're vampires. I think they're zombies or something. So the whole goal of the game is to stay alive as long as you can.
Yep.
That's it. That's the whole goal. The screen is just hacked with enemies, and you get like screen wipe abilities and all this other stuff, and the goal is to stay alive as long as you possibly can. And you just keep unlocking stuff as you kill more and more enemies, and there's like permanent unlocks. And everyone I know that has touched it now cannot talk about anything but it. And it's almost like vampirism. Like it's spreading.
Oh god.
And
somebody better call Blade.
It's only like a $4 game or something like that. I haven't touched it yet because I'm scared. I'm very scared what's going to happen to me.
I don't want you to touch it because that means you might not finish Xenoblade.
So speaking of games, I did pick up Cult of the Lamb. Have you seen Cult of the Lamb?
No.
Okay, so
I heard about it though.
Yes. It is incredibly weird and other expletives I cannot use on air. I picked it up and it is really fun. So imagine like a little town builder where you can also feed your townspeople their own poop.
Okay. Go on.
So the storyline is this is a world of animal people, okay? Uh-huh. And you're the last of the little lambs. And you get grabbed by these 4 super creepy demon priests, and they sacrifice you. And because you are the last of the lambs, you get sent down to, I don't know what it really is. They don't really call it whatever, but you get to meet like the ancient lamb god, who is very, very much a satanic analogy. And he's like, hey, because you're the last of the lambs, I saved your life. So now I'm going to put this hat on your head, and it lets you brainwash people, and you're going to run a cult in my name. You're going to hunt down and kill these priests, and you're going to free me so I can bathe the world in blood.
That doesn't sound good.
And the little lamb's like, sure.
Whatever. Yeah. I guess this is where I'm at with my life.
So you have a cult, and you have a little village. Okay? Uh-huh. You build buildings, you harvest resources, you have your little followers who are people you rescue and then brainwash into joining you.
Okay.
And then you assign them as workers to various things. But they have to eat. You have to keep their faith high, which you can do by burning one of them at the stake.
So this kind of sounds like Black and White.
It's it is it's a very cutesy art style that is intentionally contrasting the cutesy art with the incredibly satanic imagery and like the
horrific everything.
One of the rituals you could perform is all your followers gather around and eat one of them. You like push one into a circle and they all just eat them. Yeah, it's creepy. It's super creepy. So there's that gameplay mechanic, and then you have another gameplay mechanic where you go out into the world, and there are 4 doors that lead to the evil priests. And when you enter the door, it's a roguelike. It's a roguelike game, similar kind of like to like Binding of Isaac or Hades-ish. Okay. It's not that level, but it's a randomly generated world. You can find stuff for your village in there. You can find new followers in case you ate too many. Or burn them. Or just sacrifice them. Or did horrible things. They can poop themselves to death, so that's a valid issue. But you go through the overworld, you earn stuff, you come back, you build buildings, you build up your cult, you earn devotion to unlock new buildings, and then you as much loyalty as your followers have, they can give you powers by you harvesting their loyalty out of their bodies. And it's just a fun, cute little game. I played it for a couple hours, and it's just generally enjoyable. It executes everything well. I haven't run into any issues where I was like, boy, this sucks. I wish this was better. So far, the village part, once you get it automated well, is pretty decent. Although I really wish there was a building you could build that would automatically clean up all the poop. Because it is actually hilarious. When you feed someone, there is a chance that they have to poop. And if they do so, they just kind of like giggle, run off, like just bolt. They just bolt in a general direction and just poop in the wilderness.
That's funny.
And you got to go clean it up, otherwise it makes everyone sick.
Okay.
So every time you hear like a little like giggle, you got to like run.
Figure out where they're at.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a fun game. It's really messed up. And it's very tongue-in-cheek. It's enjoyable. Probably do not play it around any people who are very religious. That is just the general recommendation. There is a lot of upside-down crosses in that.
I bet.
But it's a great game. Very enjoyable. So,
by the way, figured out the other game I beat this year.
What is it?
At least the other game. Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, you did beat Ghostwire Tokyo. Okay.
And there's something else I played, and I can't remember to save my life.
Okay.
I really can't. It's really bugging me.
When does the Resident Evil Village stuff come out? October?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of which, there's nothing coming out till October.
Yeah, there really isn't.
So
well, all right. There's a new Destiny season next week, Kyle. You should play Destiny 2 with me.
I hate Destiny.
What? Why?
I hated it.
Why? 2 is good.
That's the reason why I sold you my original copy.
All right, one was not.
2 days after it came out.
2 is good. 2 is very
so yeah, nothing really good in the month of September. That's like
so September should actually bring the Xbox release of Deathloop. That's what I'm looking forward to. So Deathloop came out last year. It is. It's Bethesda.
The Last of Us Part 1.
Oh, the remaster. Yeah. The remaster of a remaster, aka a cash grab. No, thank you.
Splatoon 3.
That game looks good.
Yeah,
I liked Splatoon. Like, I enjoyed it.
If we ever figure out this versus thing, that's one of the games they said
it's an enjoyable game. It really is.
Yeah,
it's an online shooter, air quotes, that does not take itself seriously.
Yeah,
it's just fun and colorful.
So September is going to be kind of a wash for games.
Wash and paint.
Yes. October is where it starts to pick up again. Thank God.
Well, Resident Evil Village DLC, Kyle. I know you're just going to lock yourself in your room with the Lady D content.
Yeah, I wish I could. No, we get Ghostbusters: Spirits Unleashed.
I don't think that's going to be good.
I don't think it will be either. But
no, Kyle.
But look how good the Ghostbusters game was for the Xbox 360.
It's not the same company.
Yeah, but.
No,
it was unexpected.
No, you can't do that, Kyle.
It's called giving it a fair chance.
When did Pokemon come out?
Pokemon comes out in November.
Okay, and I'm getting Violet.
Yes, I know you are. Yeah. I hate you for it.
Okay.
But the other releases that are in October that I'm actually interested in.
Okay.
Gotham Knights.
I do not want that game.
Is it going to be up to me and be like, hey, it's worth you playing or not?
So the problem I have with Gotham Knights is I don't find any of Batman's accompanying Bat family interesting.
Except for Damian. He's the only interesting one.
I don't even consider Damian interesting. I don't think any of them are interesting. I like Batman.
Fair enough.
Batman. The guy who has a professional clown as an enemy. That's the person that I like.
Fair enough. I mean, you know me. I'm a big Batman fan.
I know.
I'm going to give it a try because it might be decent.
I'm going to have to purchase it because I'm pretty sure Tristan will throw me out of the house if I don't.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And you had, that'd be kind of awkward since...
That'd be kind of awkward, yeah.
So Star Ocean has the Divine Force game.
There's a new Star Ocean coming.
I don't know how I feel about that because the last one I played was the one for PS2, and
so
I liked it, but I never even got close to finishing it.
I have mixed feelings about Star Ocean because Star Ocean second story? Yeah, Star Ocean: A Second Story that had Claude and Rena. That was one of my favorite games as a kid. I loved that game. The fact that you could play through it and just not get half the content blew my mind. Because I'd like replay it and I'd be like, I never saw this conversation. This is so cool.
So that's where I'm at. That's why I'm in between on it.
On the other hand, I've heard the recent Star Oceans sucked.
Yes.
A lot.
So I'm gonna be wary on that.
I don't think Star Ocean knows what it is anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of did what Final Fantasy did. It kind of lost its way and hasn't found it yet. So I'm hoping this might be the game to...
This one's actually open world? And you have traversal powers and stuff? I remember seeing that from the preview.
Okay.
So it's got some promise. But
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remake.
No one cares about that.
Yeah, I know.
No one... Do I look like I'm sitting on the edge of my seat for Call of Duty?
You might, because I might talk you into buying it.
I'm not going to buy it.
Okay, I might buy it for you.
The last time I bought a Call of Duty, a coworker talked me into it, and I played it, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing I can possibly
Fair enough. But October's ending on a high note, though.
What's the October end?
Bayonetta 3.
Oh, that's October.
October 28th.
All right. I still think that's not Bayonetta in the trailers.
It guarantee you it is.
I still think no. I think the answer is no.
I will say Nintendo came out and said, yo, we're not messing with the style of Bayonetta too much.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we're staying out of it.
Yeah.
We're not going to sit there. Because everyone's like, what are they going to do? Edit it to crap so it's not as...
Oh, no, there's a family-friendly mode now.
Right? No, they were just kind of
No, there's seriously a family-friendly mode now.
That's stupid.
The Platinum Games added it.
Yeah.
It's called I don't remember, it's Witchy Witch mode or something like that. Anyways, you turn it on and she just doesn't go naked with her hair finisher stuff.
Yeah. Which, and in the new trailers for that, they've pretty much eliminated that as a regular.
Well, they might have had that mode turned on in those trailers.
That's true too. We'll see what happens.
What's his name? The guy who runs Platinum Games. He was like, this is a mode for people that want to actually have family members look at their TV while they're playing this.
Fair enough. And we'll see where that goes. I don't know how I feel about it just because of how...
I'm going to play Bayonetta 3.
Oh, I'm going to play it.
Bayonetta 2 was awesome.
But I
loved Bayonetta 2.
I liked Bayonetta 1.
You had like a jet ski and you fought the giant spider in the ocean. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was...
At no point was I sitting there like, this, I don't know, this is questionable.
No. I will say both Bayonetta games are amazingly fun.
Yeah.
I just...
Why do you have doubts about 3 then?
Because
why?
Because they've done very few games on the third installment that were the best.
Are you saying that Bayonetta, a game which got better on the second one, is going to get worse on the third one?
It's a possibility.
I mean, it is, but I'm going to say you're still going to buy it and play it.
Yeah, I am. Or I'm going to do what you do and not buy it, and then I'll just borrow from you after you're done.
It's fair.
And then I won't play it for 3 weeks.
I don't know. I'm gonna have Pokemon coming up. I don't know if I can get
right.
Bayonetta. So we got November.
We're going in November. God of War Ragnarok, which you're excited about.
So I really liked God of War reboot. Because hearing "boy" repeatedly over and over.
That wasn't a reboot.
Yeah, that was a reboot.
It was a sequel.
Okay, all right. I want to be very clear. You are correct.
I know.
It's technically a sequel, but it's also technically a reboot because it is an entirely different style of game.
Yes.
It is no longer a pulpy arena fighter. It's rather a very down-to-earth, tight third-person melee game.
Yes.
I'm very excited for Ragnarok.
Yep.
I actually have intentionally not looked at any media so far whatsoever. I am already spoiled by the title. It's Ragnarok. I know what Ragnarok is, and I also know how it gets started and what accompanies, like what comes with it.
Yes.
So I'm very excited for that.
Pokemon.
Whoa, wait, Pokemon's coming out?
Scarlet and Violet.
I think I'm going to pick up the Violet one.
Shut up.
I'm excited for that one. I haven't been excited for a Pokemon in a while.
Now, there was a lot of backlash with the new... the crystal thing, their little crystal mode.
The Crystallion thing.
Or Terra or Tara, whatever it's called.
Why is there backlash?
Because they're like, it's stupid. It's a stupid gimmick. It's a dumb gimmick.
All right. To all Pokemon fans, every gimmick is stupid.
Yeah.
Every candelabra that's actually a ghost of another candelabra is dumb. It's all dumb. Okay? Yes. I'm sorry if your little Mudkip can't turn into a crystal or something. It's all stupid.
No, it's... And I get where where some of these guys are coming from, because I do feel some of the gimmicks they're adding on
coming from their mom's basement.
Yeah, right. That's a good one. Coming from their mom's basement. So I get it, because some of the gimmicks were bad. Some of the gimmicks were good. The successful gimmicks were Mega Evolutions.
Okay.
That was a successful one.
I mean, it wasn't bad, yeah.
It was a good one. Everyone liked it.
It's all right.
Not everyone like.
Did you like Aloha forms?
Yes, but I hated the special Z moves. They were stupid.
It's fair.
That was a bad gimmick.
Look, if my Pokemon can turn into a crystal, I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with it too, because it's gonna be another version of Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Gigamax.
Gigamax was dumb.
I don't know. It was interesting. It didn't play very well. It was very clunky playing it.
Yeah.
But the concept of it was pretty cool. It was like a Mega Evolution.
Usually when I'm playing a game, I'm like, boy, this concept is so fun.
Yeah. Like, I liked the idea of Gigamax. I just don't think it
didn't execute well.
They didn't lean enough hard into it.
They should have pressed harder up on that Gigamax.
Yeah. More of the like Dynamax forms where they change based on that.
Yeah, or Betamax.
The DLC fixes that, where it makes it more interesting and more tactical.
Sword and Shield just did not appeal to me as a game. I was like, I'm good.
It was one of the better ones I played in a long while.
On the other hand, Violet and Scarlet, those look good to me. Yeah. I'm all on board.
I don't know why. I think you would have liked Sword and Shield.
No.
Why?
Absolutely not.
Why?
No Sword and Shield.
Why?
Because I thought the legendaries were the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Dog that swallowed a shield. Dog that has a sword.
Yeah.
No. I will not reward this.
Yeah.
I would rather reward legendary with wheels it never uses. I would much rather reward that.
Thinking of bad Pokemon games, Black and White was not good.
I played Black and White. I don't remember. Which was the one which had the guy that was like, all Pokemon are slaves? The guy who was technically correct.
Yes, that was Black and White.
Okay.
Where he's like, all Pokemon are slaves. My organization's there to free them, but we're going to capture a legendary, turn it into a slave so we can free other Pokemon.
Look, to Black and White's credit, that storyline is correct.
Yes.
That villain was the only one in the entire series who was right.
Yes.
That guy's like, look at what you're doing. This is bad. Okay? You are brainwashing all these poor animals and just using them as slave labor.
And fighting tools.
And you're playing it and you're like, this guy's right. Like, how do I side with him?
This story's like really boring. And then he had a cartoonishly villain sidekick that turned out to be the main bad.
Yeah.
And then you had...
I don't even remember the villains of other Pokemon games.
I'm trying to think if it's Sword and Shield.
Well, they're just British, right?
No, I'm trying to think. What's the one before Sword and Shield?
Was it...
Is it X and Y?
Yes. If you're talking mainline games, I believe it was X and Y. Because if you're talking... Because Sword and Shield were the first one on Switch, right?
Yes.
X and Y were for the 3DS. They had the Alpha Sapphire and all that stuff.
I think X and Y is the weird one where the guy's immortal for some reason. The main villain was like an immortal dude who...
I thought he died at the end.
Yeah, he does, but he's like immortal through the whole thing, and you find out he's been alive for centuries trying to...
Yeah, I had Y, so everybody was red. Red thieves. I remember that much.
Yeah.
Like his hair was bright red.
Yeah, that was like the main organization bad guy, but the overall guy that kind of hired him was like this immortal guy who had the little drifty fairy Pokemon with him all the time.
Yeah, because it was the first appearance of fairy type. Was X and Y.
Yes. And it's so weird. And he's like, now I can rest in peace, and they just die. So I'm like, what is going on?
I was surprised.
When do we get this mystic with?
I mean, you don't really give Pokemon any credit for good storylines. I'm like, a lot of them are just kind of like an excuse to do the Pokemon standard stuff.
Fair enough. And then in December 2nd, we get Callisto Protocol, aka Dead Space without Necromorphs.
So I have gotten into some terse conversations with people about this. Terse.
I like it.
Do you like the word terse?
Yes.
Here's the thing. I watched all the Callisto Protocol gameplay, and I said to myself, I'm not sure I want to play this. I liked Dead Space a lot, and this is literally just Dead Space.
Yes.
It's not even any change to the formula whatsoever, aside from you're in a space prison. And now they're not necromorphs. They're weird virus-infected people created by some lunatic guy. But I watched the gameplay, and I'm like, I would have been more interested in this game if I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
Like, the gameplay was so...
generic.
It was Dead Space 1.
Yeah.
And I gotta admit, Dead Space 2 is my favorite. Because they made it a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And it was still horrifying. Like, Dead Space 1 was Resident Evil 1.
Yes.
Dead Space 2 was Resident Evil 4. I would argue it was 4.
Okay.
It was more action-oriented.
Okay, I'll let you have this one.
You bet.
And then Dead Space 3 was Resident Evil 6.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no Dead Space 3. There was no Dead Space 3. I'm joking.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. It was
as much of a flop as Dead Space 3 was, there was a lot of good elements to it.
The co-op I heard was fun.
Yeah. The elements that I liked to it was the whole concept is I can't remember what's called, the gathering or whatever, when the Necromorphs activate the...
the planet? The planet thing?
Yeah, they become a planet.
They become a moon.
Not quite a planet, a moon.
It's fair. Yeah, they're
it's a moon made of dead corpses.
That
melt together.
Yeah.
But I like that concept of like the thing they kept telling us, make us whole, make us whole, make us whole.
Yeah.
They finally paid that off. That's what it is. It's not them, because the second one they made it just seem like they all gathered around it and you never knew what it was until. Yeah. And then 3 is like, oh no, they all come together and then they all become a giant flesh monster.
Together
Right now. over me.
I still did not like 3.
3 was bad.
3 was pretty terrible.
And then the DLC they added for after the fact made even less sense.
Yeah. Callisto Protocol is a game I will play. I am not going to buy it on release. I'm going to wait for that thing to go on sale. Unless literally everyone is like, this is the greatest game of all time, you should play it.
Well, here's what we'll do.
What do you mean, here's what we'll do?
You're part of this show, so it's a we.
No. But you are implying that this is going to have an effect on my purchase of the game.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
I will pick it up.
Okay.
Because it's just one of the few games I'm looking forward to.
Okay. You'll lend it to me?
And I'll probably lend it to you.
You know, that didn't need the whole build-up. You could have just been like, I'll buy it.
I like to leave it like a build-up so it makes you panic.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at with it.
All right.
I've noticed this year a lot of the games I wanted to pick up, I'm glad I didn't. Live Alive, I'm glad I let go.
Don't even know what that is.
I hate you so much because
I've never heard of that game.
I'm going to punch you so hard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This will be the 4th episode we talked about it.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
Is it a lie? A lie?
I'm glad I didn't pick that up because it.
Oh! What do you think about the Final Fantasy Tactics? Is it a remaster or a reboot? Were you ever a Tactics fan?
I played Tactics Advanced. I never played the original Tactics.
Well, they're like completely redoing it, like voice acting and everything. I know a lot of people are excited about that. I hate Final Fantasy Tactics because I hate turn-based strategy games.
Fair enough.
I also hate real-time strategy games. I think I just hate strategy games.
Yeah, I hate strategy.
I think I can just turn that into one sentence.
Yes, I hate strategy. There you go. I hate strategy.
Strategy is terrible.
Just like your Magic the Gathering playing. There's no strategy.
Exactly.
You're like, just get it done.
Do I have the mana to cast it? Let's do it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that we'll take a, since we're running out of things to talk about video game wise, Magic wise, they just announced a bunch of stuff.
Look, if you bring up the Doctor Who set, I will walk out of this.
I was gonna say, did you hear about that?
I hate Doctor Who.
There's also the Lord of the Rings one, which they showed some of the art with that, and I'm actually kind of really happy with it. It looks really nice.
The art has never been a problem. All right, I'm going to be completely fair. The art has never been an issue with Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
On the other hand, it's going to be great to have 9 secret layers for the Fellowship of the Ring. Right, there's 9 of them? Oh my gosh, how many are there in the Fellowship of the Ring now? There's there's Pippin, there's Frodo, there's Sam.
There's not going to be 9 different secret layers.
You're right, it's probably more like 15.
No, it's probably going to be like 2. It's going to be one that's all lands.
I can't wait until Secret Layers you start being able to pay extra to get non-curved foils.
Right.
Like I cannot wait.
I'm done buying Secret Layers.
Good.
Because there was a very big mishap with the Teferi's Time Trouble one.
Oh, okay.
I ordered it, waited until release day.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be released, so I gave it 2 weeks after release.
What happened?
Never showed up.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a refund?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
Well, I sent them an email like, hey, well, we first tried calling the company. They're like, oh, well, we're not in charge of that. There's a distributor. So we called the distributor. They're like, oh, we're not in charge of that either. There's this this company that's in charge of everything above us. We just ship them. So we call that company.
Passing the buck.
They have no active number. Cheetah spent days calling numbers.
Huh.
Wait, none of them were active.
This is a legitimate secret layer.
Yeah.
Not some random shady third-party secret layer where it's all like misspelled, like
no, this is legitimate. Yeah. So what Wizards does is, as soon as they get their orders in,
they just drop ship them, or they push them off to
the distributors that handle all that. Yeah. So that's more or less what they told me. So Cheetah spent days calling these people. Nothing. No results.
Yeah.
I'm getting annoyed. So she finally sends an email to him saying, "Look, I'm putting in a claim against this.
There's a better business.
No, just a claim for my money back on PayPal. With the conditions of all you have to do is provide some kind of information if they're running late, or if there was a distributing problem, something. Either give us some kind of information."
Did they not say anything?
They didn't say a word. Within 5 minutes of her sending that, they just sent her back the money and like blocked her.
Okay.
I was mad.
I would be mad too.
Because I really wanted this.
So what's the mechanic going to be in Lord of the Rings?
I don't know. They haven't done that far. They've been focusing on the new set that's coming.
Okay, I have to ask. What is your thought on stickers?
No.
I want your thought on a permanent tournament legal new mechanic for a variety of formats in perpetuity.
2 formats. It's only legal. Well, technically 3. It's
Pauper. It's legal in Pauper. It's legal in Legacy. And what, Vintage?
Yep. And Commander.
4 formats.
4 formats. So
okay, that's gonna be a nightmare for Commander.
I have a feeling they're going to really quickly change all that up.
Oh, they're gonna companion it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
I have a feeling for that.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I understand they're trying to do something new to keep the game fresh, but that was the wrong decision.
That was the very wrong decision.
I'm also
of the
opinion, would have been the wrong decision in an unset if it was just an unset
silver
thing.
border. If it was just silver border.
Just an unset thing where there's nothing that will happen to the main game.
I gotta say, some of the black border unset cards seem good.
They are. Especially the one white card that allows you to do all kinds of crazy stuff with Planeswalkers. That's
such a fear that because now they're doing black border which I get because now they'll sell more unsets. On the other hand, they can't be as creative because their power curve's gonna go like
insane one way or another.
Unsets were the place where they did all their experimentation. It was fine if it was broken because it was an unset.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you're doing experimentation and you're printing black borders at the same time, those cards are going to be either really good or your set's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
So
that's what's going to happen. You're absolutely right.
Look at this. Look at this. Video game guy can talk about Magic stuff.
Oh yeah, you play Magic. The thing I am excited about though is we're going back to Dominaria.
Isn't that the next set, Dominaria United?
Yeah. It's going back to Dominaria though.
That actually sounds like a soccer club.
Well, that's
welcome to Dominaria United versus
but
Manchester.
That's the plane that.
Yes, it all started in. They're doing Brothers War stuff too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to actually go into the full, which I'm excited about because that's what we need to do. You need to stop trying to push these new, crazy, unnecessary things.
I saw Eldraine again. Eldraine again's coming up.
Maybe.
And then Ixalan again.
Maybe. Ixalan definitely.
I thought there was Wilds of Eldraine. I thought that was a set.
Yes. Because originally it's supposed to be Eldraine was supposed to be 2 parts, a 2-set block.
Yeah.
And then
I thought far in the future there's another set called Wilds of Eldraine.
Yes, they're going to
the Ixalan set.
There's also going to be a cowboy set, but the
no. Stop. No. You cannot talk past that.
We will once I have more information.
No.
We're talking past it. Too bad.
Cannot.
But
there better be a card that just says Mosey.
Yeah. With the Dominaria set, I'm actually excited. Of course, it's bringing back a lot of the old people, all the old cards.
All right, no. The way you said a lot of the old people, it just made me think of they're tapping into a retirement community in Florida.
Pretty much like Gerard and all the old legends.
But they're dead.
Well, he's going to be back.
Nothing can. All right, I got to go on a rant. This is one of my problems with modern media. No one can stay dead.
No. The other thing they're doing is a Johnny, the cat planeswalker, who's been a pseudo good guy whose biggest thing is he was out to kill.
Is he evil now?
Nicobolus? Yeah, he's a Phyrexian. And the way they work the Phyrexians in this, they're like body snatchers. So that instead of just being mutated machine people, they started trying to create infiltrator Phyrexians.
So wait. Are they Skrulls?
Kind of. They look human and then you peel back their skull and they're all Phyrexian underneath.
They're Terminators.
Yeah, Terminators.
It's just Terminators.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Which is cool. I like it. Especially the one card where it's called Citizen's Arrest and it shows a dude pointing out one of them and all of a sudden the thing's head splits open.
I have been informed reliably by the Terminator movie that all you need is dogs. Dogs can identify Terminators.
Right. Well, this one you need cat people. So, some other information real quick. The Teespring store got pulled down.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm working that out.
Did you get banned already? I mean, some of those phrases were filthy, Kyle. I will say.
Shut up.
Those...
it got pulled down for some kind of content error or something. I don't know what it is for sure.
Was it grammatical errors?
No, that was all fixed.
I'm joking.
But I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Okay.
It could be me using the word nerd might not be okay. I don't know either. So I'll find that out. Probably by next week, you should be done with this stupid game of Xenoblade. Do not play Vampire Survivor.
Oh, God. I just started playing Vampire Survivor right now, Kyle.
But we're going to call that our show. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll be back with more Magic talk.